Hello, Capricorn. This is a reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, 5th house, 7th house, 10th house. Capricorn, the overall energy that I have showing up for you is the Lovers in reverse. That is Gemini. You're showing up as the King of Swords. It's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We also have for you the Nine of Water. That is also known as the Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Fire, also known as the Ten of Wands. So Capricorn, this could be you as the King of Swords showing up, or you could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius who's showing up in your energy. Take it how it resonates, especially Gemini here with the Gemini card, which is the Lovers. I feel like you are detaching or becoming detached from someone. There is a connection that's not being recognized, or someone is choosing someone else in this energy. Either you're dealing with someone who's choosing someone else, or you are choosing someone else, or there's just a breakup. Regardless of whether someone is choosing someone else, there may just be a breakup here with the Lovers card. But the King of Swords is extremely detached. If you're not dealing with an air sign, you're dealing with someone who has strong air and they're detached from you, or you have a lot of air and you're detached from a particular individual. But this is someone who's not, their communication, if there is communication, it's like something you would type up and send to your lawyer. It's like so strict and cold and to the point. With the Nine of Water here and the Eight of Wands and the World talks about new cycles. And I feel like you're heading towards something brand new. And I told you this a couple of weeks ago that I won't be surprised when the World starts showing up in Capricorn's reading, because there is something, and it's showing up for a lot of people. It's showing up for everybody's reading, but it's showing up very strong for Capricorns. Because we have moved, Saturn and Jupiter has moved out of Capricorn. This is represented, the World is represented by Saturn with the rings, Saturn the planet with the rings here, and it rules Capricorn. And some people believe it rules Aquarius. But we're coming to an ending of something. We're walking away from something. We're walking away from something that just isn't working. The Nine of Water is a very solo energy. It can talk about wishes coming true, concerns fading away, blah, all that kinds of stuff. It can, but it depends on what the other cards are. And I feel like there's a very smug energy. Either you have this energy or someone around you. The Nine of Water can talk about substance abuse, like alcohol, drugs, or just being smug. It's that energy of, I know somebody wants me, or, ha, 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 that kind of thing. But I think that I feel like you do want someone, but you're not bending yourself out of shape. You're not bending yourself, to please or to go towards someone who is not coming towards you. And so you're more than willing to go towards this new cycle with or without an individual. In the near future, the Ten of Fire, that talks about releasing burdens. The Ten of Fire is hard work. It's something that's just too much of a burden. It says accept help from others. Life is out of balance, stress-related concerns, too much work. And I feel like you're saying, I don't need this. I don't need it. With the Eight of Cups and you're walking away, and the Ace of Wands, I feel like you guys are making up your minds here with the Two of Swords in reverse. Someone can be a Libra moon. Someone's making up their minds and saying, look, I don't need the drama. I don't need someone who's not concerned about me. And I'm walking and having a new start with somebody else. I'm dropping the drama and I'm moving on. Because there's a whole new cycle coming in, and I said this a couple weeks ago. Some people didn't like it because it was a negative reading, and they unsubscribed and put negative reviews and XYZ. But I'm not concerned about that, because I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to Capricorns, which is surprising to me, because Capricorns don't like bullshit. I'm a Capricorn. We don't like bullshit. Don't tell me things are peaches and cream when they're not. I want to know the truth. So let's see how this individual, the person on Capricorn's mind, how does this individual feel about Capricorn? All right, I already did shuffles off camera. So how does this individual that's on Capricorn's mind, how does this person feel about Capricorn, please? How does this individual feel? Okay, so you're dealing with someone who, Judgment in reverse and the Ten of Wands, they're also dropping it. You're dealing with someone who's dropping it and they don't want a second chance and they're walking away. This is why I said we have the World in our current energy, and why I said a couple weeks ago things are ending and we're going into a new cycle here with Jupiter and Saturn moving out of Capricorn and going into Aquarius for the next year and 2.5 years. We're ending cycles, we're ending things with people who don't want to move forward, or things just aren't working. We're moving on from that. We're starting a new life here. The world is about, the world is the last card before you get to the Fool, which is 0. So you go through all the majors when you get to the World. You've gone through the Moon, you've gone through the Enlightenment with the Sun, you've gone through Judgment, which is review and analyzation and making a decision, and then you go to the World, which is a whole new cycle. That is what you're going towards. That's why you're walking away. There's something else here with the Ace of Wands reverse. There's something else. It could be a job, it could be a person, but it's not this person. And just like for those of us who are grown, and for those of us who need to hear this who are younger, you will like the new person just as much or more as the person that you like now. We've gone through it 1,000,001 times for us adults watching. You will think this person is the world and you just can't get over, you just can't lose them. No, no, no. But you'll meet someone else and you'll laugh. It happens every time, right? So how is this individual, what is their action towards Capricorn? What is this person's action? No, they're not speaking. They're not talking. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or someone who's just not speaking. We have the King of Swords in your overall energy. I feel like you really want to deal with this person. You would like a new level, but you don't see it happening. You don't feel like it's happening. You may think that this individual is dealing with other people's. They have the Lover in reverse as well, and the Three of Swords. So I don't really see, whoever is on your mind, I don't see this taking fruition. I see you going into, some of you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. I see you going into a new cycle. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, such as yourself. I see you going into a new cycle. Look at this, something brand new. Because the pages and the pages talk about new. It doesn't have to always talk about new. But this is something, with the World card, this is something new. You're going into a new cycle here, and this person is going to be left behind. They're not coming towards you. They could be dealing with somebody else, or could be third-party energy. Tell me about the Lovers, please. Yeah, we're talking about competition here. There could be competition. Or if there's no one else involved, it's just straight-up conflict because this person doesn't see, or you don't see, a future because of whatever conflict there is. We have the Ace of Wands reversed again. We have the Ace of Swords that talks about harsh communication. The Hanged Man Pisces energy is not seeing things from a new perspective, not seeing anything from the other person's perspective. And then we have Three of Cups that talks about reunions, but it also talks about third-party energy. And with the Seven of Pentacles, we're talking about disappointment in a reunion. I don't see, whoever is on your mind, you two coming together at this time because you're walking away. You're walking away and you're going towards something new. There's a whole new cycle for you elsewhere. What is the most likely outcome for, we have the Two of Swords reversed again. What's the most likely outcome for Capricorn and this individual, please? I think this person's going to reach out to you. They're going to want a new start, but I think that still, even still, they're going to want to reach out to you. They're going to want a new start. They're going to want to make this work, but this person is not someone you can rely on with the Prince of Wands. This is the Knight of Wands. We have the Two of Pentacles. They're in and out. With the Ace of Pentacles, they want to have something new, but with the Two of Pentacles, it's like, I want to have something new, but then I don't. This person's going to reach out. We have the Three of Pentacles again. What's hidden is there's possibly a third party. We have the Sun and the Ten of Pentacles. This person could be committed elsewhere. Ultimately, Capricorn, we're going into a new cycle and we're leaving the BS behind. That's what I'm seeing. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. I get the most unsubscribes from Capricorns, and I'm like, Capricorns aren't typically, as a Capricorn, it's like, well, tell me the truth, because if that's what's happening, I need to know. That's what I see, Capricorn. I feel like you're moving into something brand new. Let's see what's going on new for Capricorn. What is going on new for Capricorn? Let's get that energy. What is new coming towards Capricorn, please? What new is coming towards Capricorn? What is new for my Capricorn subscribers? Look, what did I say? Chariot, moving on, moving on. Cancer energy, you're moving on here. You might be moving on from a Gemini. And then we have the Nine of Cups and the the Queen of Swords. Regardless, you're moving on. There's forward movement. Some of you could be moving on to a Gemini. Make sure that this Gemini is not someone who's a bit deceiving and could be kind of a trickster, because the Magician reverse can be someone who is a little bit deceiving. Let's clarify Gemini here. Let's clarify the Magician. Okay, so the Four of Wands came out again. This came out twice. I do see that you're moving on to some type of a connection, some type of a union here with the Four of Wands, because that typically talks about stability within a connection. That can talk about, for some of you who are dealing with a Gemini where it didn't work out, you might be moving on. You guys might be reconciling with a Gemini or a Virgo. Gemini, Magician can also be Virgo. Just all I would say is be careful that you're not dealing with someone who's already dealing with someone else and who has a lack of emotional connection. But regardless, I feel like you're moving on. I mean, Capricorns always move on. So let's get some romance angels for Capricorn. What do we need to know for Capricorn, please? Someone could also be a Pisces. We have Cancer here twice. You're moving on. It may seem like it's taking a while, but because the Ace of Wands came out delayed twice, but that talks about new start. It's just not a new start tomorrow. It may take a while for you to see fruition. But just like I said a couple weeks ago, I won't be surprised if we see the wands, the world start showing up in our reading, because we're moving on. So we have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. I told you about that just now with the Magician being reversed. Make sure that we are crossing all our T's and whatever it's called. Dotting the I's and crossing the T's. Okay, let's make sure we're doing that. Trust and deception. So this situation is calling for you to have faith and deception. Someone is wearing a false mask. Trust your intuition, Capricorn. Trust your intuition. Know a lot of times Capricorns are focused on material. Doesn't mean we don't care about, trust. We have the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Be careful of what you move on to. Because I see, you know, if you're returning to something or you're moving on to someone else, we have pay attention to the red flags, deception, trust. Trust is clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Ace of Swords in reverse. That talks about lies and deceptions, not seeing something clearly. It can also talk about not trusting your intuition, self-sabotage. What do we need to know? What do we need to know? Yeah. So just be careful of a particular situation. I do see you moving on from one person and possibly moving on to another or returning to another. We have Cancer and Gemini here. Could be moving on from a Cancer, going to a Gemini, or going back to a Cancer or a Gemini, whatever the case may be. But there's a need here to trust your intuition. We have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak. Six of Cups, someone from the past. Someone from the past is definitely reaching out here with the Princess of Wands. But I don't see it ending out good. So, you know, if someone comes back from the past, pay attention to the red flags. So I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Thank you so much for watching, Capricorn. I appreciate your views. I'm going to end it here. You have a wonderful evening and a happy holiday. Bye.